Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our session for today. SREQ 423, Design of Steel Structures. And for today, we will be discussing how to design yung compression members natin. So last meeting, we already did a review how to calculate or analyze our section based on the applied loadings on our compression members. So we did two methods actually. We have method one and method two. And for today, we will be utilizing another set of procedures on how we can select the most economical section for our columns. All right. So as a recall, we have here yung ating effective length factor table. As mentioned, we will be using yung recommended design value depending on the type of connection or support condition that we have for our compression member. And then this factor will be used as a multiplier to our slenderness ratio, L over R, to transform yung behavior of our structure, of our compression member to the one derived from the equations. Ano? So yung sa equation again, ang assumption was it's a pin-pin condition. So to have the same effect or same behavior nung ah, kung para ma-convert yung behavior niya sa appropriate support condition niya, the code had stipulated some factors to use as a multiplier dun sa L over R natin. And then we also discuss yung method one, wherein we are using these steps to calculate for the capacity of our section, depending on the required output or the required design philosophy. So first is we determine the largest scale over R of our column because we said that the larger the KL over R value that we have, the lesser the capacity our column possesses, ano? So if you would recall yung graph natin, so we have a graph between F critical and KL over R. We can see na yung KL over R, which is yung nasa x-axis natin, meron tayong curve na ganito. Then from that curve, we have identified a point wherein nag-change yung behavior ng column natin from inelastic condition to elastic condition. And this is the one stipulated by the code na 4.71 square root of E over Fy na limit, ano? So once na we are below this limit, inelastic daw tayo dito, inelastic. So medyo mataas pa yung capacity natin. Pero once na nag-tangent na yung behavior ng curve natin dito, nasa elastic na tayo. As you can see, as we increase yung value ng KL over R natin, makikita natin na yung value ng Fy natin would be lesser and would be weaker than those columns possessing a lower value ng KL over R. So, ang goal natin is to have the lowest KL over R, okay, so that our capacity will be larger. Or if we are trying to select dun sa um, both directions natin, ang kailangan natin yung largest KL over R so that yung capacity na makalculate natin will be the minimum para um, alam natin na yun yung pinaka safest na carrying capacity ng member natin. After determining the value of KL over R, we calculate yung value ng Fe. So ito yung sa Euler's equation natin. So substituting the value of the largest KL over R on the denominator. So we will be utilizing that equation. And then also to compute yung critical stress natin. So again, the critical stress is dependent on the value of our KL over R, whether it is below or equal to sa 4.71 square root of E over Fy na limit natin, or it's greater than. So, uh, whether either doon sa dalawa, yung mag-govern, yun yung magiging corresponding FCR values natin. And then once we have our FCR value, we can now compute for our capacity. So for this case, ito yung sa LRFD capacity natin, we multiply it by 0.9 FCRAG. So same factor for yielding. And then for ASD or for ASD, we will be dividing FCRAG by 1.67. So that is method one. So for method two, we are actually using our design aids already. So yung mga nandun sa AIC construction manual table natin. So, pwede natin siyang utilize. So, yung steps natin are indicated. So, imbes na KL over R yung kakalculate natin, we are just calculating for the KL value of the column and determine whichever is larger. Okay? So, do sa table kasi ng 4-1, if you will look in 4-1, yung KL value niya is in feet. Ano? So, we don't need to convert uh, it into inches, unlike do sa KL over ano, dapat in inches yung unit natin. And then, depende kung ano yung mag-govern. If yung KLX natin is less than KLY, it means na yung KLY natin o yung weak axis natin govern. So, sabihin, mas flimsy o mas bendable yung weak axis natin. So, kung ano yung nakastipulate to sa table, yun na kaagad yung capacity niya. Eh, halimbawa, kung tinignan niyo yung value ng KL for 16 feet of a certain section, kung ano yung katapat niya sa table, yun na yung capacity niya. Pero if the major axis governs, ang gagawin daw natin, we need to get yung equivalent KLY value ni KLX, yung tatawag natin KL effective, and then compare it with KLY. So kung si KLF pa din yung nag-govern, so kailangan natin mag-interpolate, okay, using this equation or yung ginagawa natin sa board, interpolation, to get the value of the capacity of ours. So for weak and strong axis, again, ito yung KL effective natin. So that is just a division. Yung KXLX o yung KLX value natin, we just divide it by the RX over RY value of our section. So yung RX over RY, we can also look that in our table 4-1. Okay? Or if not, you just need to get the value of Rx and Ry of the given section on table 1-1. Then just divide it, no, to get the KL effective. So now let's proceed with the design or yung procedures natin for design. So again, for design, ang aim natin is to look for the most appropriate or economical section na gagamitin natin. And ang first step natin, of course, is determine yung load na kailangan natin i-carry. So yung factored load natin. The factored load or yung allowable load natin for ESD. Ano? After that, determine daw natin yung KL value natin for both direction, for X and Y direction or major and minor axis. So, yung KL natin will depend on the length and the type of boundary condition or support condition ng column natin. Ano? Kaya calculate natin yung KLX and KLY. And then, based on the KLY value, okay, select daw tayo ng at least one of the following sections. So kung halimbawa sa problem, hindi in-specify kung anong depth ng section. So for columns, ang usual na ginagamit na shape is W8, W10, W12, and W14. Kasi itong mga group na to are almost equal yung depth tsaka yung base width ng flange niya. No? So almost ano siya, no, square siya. And sa columns naman or sa reinforced concrete, kung gusto natin maging the same yung behavior or performance ng structure natin both ways, ang pinaka safest assumption natin is for our section to have the same dimension, ano? So for I sections, ganun yung ginagawa. Ito yung W8, 10, 12, and 14 yung ginagamit as the sections to be selected for our columns. Then once na nakapag-select tayo ng tag-iisa doon sa apat, i-compare natin yung value ng KLX and KLY ng mga trial sections natin. So, ito nakalagay naman, if yung KLX is less than yung KLY, uh, yung KLY na yung magiging ano natin, lie test natin, ay yung specific na value. And again, kapag nag-greater than KLX, we need to convert it to its equivalent KLY and then compare KLY and KL effective and then whichever is greater, okay? So, yun yung magiging value natin for the capacity and then doon tayo mag-interpolate. And after verifying yung capacity or getting the capacity of the selected trial section, i-analyze po natin siya using method 1. So we need to verify or to check kung tama ba talaga yung lumalabas sa capacity dun sa section natin. Right? So to demonstrate this, we will do two examples. So let's have the first one. Okay, select the lightest double-shaped column. So this is a dead load of 100 kips and a live load of 200 kips given the bracing configuration as shown. So let Fy is equals to 50 KSI. So as you can see, we have the strong axis and weak axis. For the strong axis, we have a support of a fixed condition. Ano? So dito fixed. And then for the weak axis, we have two segment. First segment is a pin, and then the second segment is a pin fix. Ano? So let's determine yung K value muna nila before we proceed. So dito, um, sa fix, ano yung magiging K natin? So let's go back to sa table natin. So for fix, okay? So fix is ito, okay, yung A natin. So 0.65. Yung isang condition pa natin is a pin, ano? So si pin is letter D. So that is 1.0. And then we have a pin fix. So pin fix, that is 0.8. Okay? So let's apply that or write that do sa ano natin. So this is 0.65. This K is equals to 1.0. And then K is equals to zero point 0.8. Okay? And then, let's follow the steps, ano? Prescribed dito. Number one is to determine yung factor load natin. Okay? So, assuming LRFT na lang muna tayo. So, PU is equals to 1.2 PD plus 1.6 PL. That is 1.2 times 100 kips plus 1.6 times 100 kips. Okay? 1.2 times 100 plus 1.6 times 200. That is 440 kips. Okay, next. Determine the largest KLX sa major axis and the largest sa KLY. Okay? So for KLX, isa lang naman yan. So for KLX, of course, that is 0.65 times 21 feet. Okay? Now for KLY, ano yung larger natin? So ito yung 1.0, tapos 14 yung length niya. Ito yung zero point 0.8, tapos ito ay 7 feet. So definitely, the larger one is the upper segment tayo. Okay? So this is 1.0 and 14 feet. So this is 13.65 and then this is 14. Okay? So yan, that is the second step. And then for our third step, based on KLY, select a group of trial sections. So sa KLY daw tayo titingin. So ang KLY natin is 14. Okay? So ang pag-select, kailangan is kung ano yung PU natin, it is 440. And then yung KLY natin should be 14 feet. Okay? So, lagay natin dito, isa sa W14, isa sa W12, isa sa W10, and then isa sa W8. Okay? So, ito yung kailangan natin satisfy. Yung 440, yung 14, tsaka yung um, 14 na KL natin. So, let's open yung table 4-1. Okay? So, what can you see now? Ayan. Yung PDF na ang kita, no? So this is table 4-1. So starting with W14, okay? Ayan, so W14 natin. So punta tayo dun sa section na may 14 ng KL tapos ang capacity ng kailangan natin ay at least 440. So si W14 ang starting niya is itong page na to. So titingnan natin yung KLI 14. Okay? And then yung 440. Itong kulay blue yung ating LRFD, ano? So sa 14, we have 318, 360, 401. So ang first section is yung 571. Ito yung pinaka maliit na greater than 440. So that is W14 by 61. So sulat ko lang ano, W14 by 61. Tapos sulat ko yung capacity niya. That is 14,571. That is in kips. And then, sulat ko din yung kanyang Rx over Ry na value dito, no? Sa ilalim. Rx over Ry niya is 2.40. Okay? That is for W14. Ngayon for W12. So, punta tayo sa smallest ng W12. So, again, sa 14 na KL. So, 384, 502. So ito yun na yung smallest. So that is W12 by 53. Na may capacity na 502. Then Rx over Ry, that is 2.11. Okay. Next is W10. So W10, 14, 471, 359. So 471 yung pinakamalapit. So W10 by 49. Capacity natin is 471. Rx over Ry is 1.71. So mamaya ko i-flash yung sinusulat ko, no? Nandito lang muna sa table. And then last is W8. For W8, 14 or 82. Ano? To, W8 by 58. Or 82. Rx over Ry is 1.74. Okay. So ano na po nakashare sa kanila ngayon? Ayan. So, nakabalik na ba tayo sa PDF? Can anyone confirm please?
Yes po.
Okay. So, ito yung lahat ng nakita natin doon sa table, ano? Ayan, meron tayong tig-isa. And all of these sections are based dito sa requirement na na-solve na natin from step 1 and step 2. Okay? So, kung okay na tayo dito sa section na to, the second thing to do is to select saan tayo magsisimulang section. So, looking at dun sa mga napili nating section, saan tayo unang magche-check? Sa tingin nyo, anong anong size yung una nating i-verify kung tama siya? Anong section? Yung W14, yung 12, yung 10 o yung 8? Ano ba yung goal natin? Di ba, most economical. So, paano natin masasabing most economical yung section? So, most economical is yung smallest, ang weight, ano? So, correct, yung W10 by 49. So, let's first use yung W10 by 49. Nakalagay dito sa step natin, after we get yung at least one section from the group, kukunin natin um, yung ano natin, ano? Consideration natin. So, dito, anong nangyari, i-compare natin yung KLX and KLY. Okay? And based sa KLX and KLY natin, ano mag-govern? So, yung KLX natin is 13.65 and then yung KLY natin is 14 feet. So, ibig sabihin, yung KLX natin is less than sa KLY natin. Okay? Therefore, pag nag-grade less than daw siya, anong consideration natin dito? Select the lightest one from the group of trial. Okay, diretso na agad. Ibig sabihin, use W10 by 49 agad as our section. Okay? Kasi alam naman natin na pumasa to dun sa requirement natin for 440. Okay? So, ngayon meron tayong napiling section. The last thing is to verify kung tama yung capacity ng nakuha natin sa table. Okay? I-analyze natin using method 1. So, analyzing based for method 1. Okay? Sa method 1, ang ginagawa natin is yung KL over R, di ba? So, balikan natin si method 1. Yan. Ito yung step ni method 1. Yan. For method 1, calculate natin yung KL over R ng column. So, since we have three values ng KL over R, so pwede natin i-tabular na lang. So, meron tayong X, tapos Y1, Y2. Okay? Then yung K natin, as we indicated na, 0.65, that is 1.0, tsaka 0.8. L natin, L natin is 21, 14, at 7. So, dapat gagawin natin inches, kaya multiplied by 12. And then, yung ating Rx and Ry. So, kunin natin yung Rx at Ry ng W10 by 49. So, pwedeng tingnan nyo na lang sa W table ninyo or do sa mismong 4-1, meron din Rx, Ry table doon, values. So, dito, hindi ko napakita ha. So, Ry, Ry lang pala naka-declare dito. Open lang ako ng table, ano, um, 1-1. From table 1-1, 10 by 49, ang Rx natin is 4.35, Ry is 2.54. Okay, so this is 4.35, 2.54, 2.54. So KL over R, 0.6521 times 12 over 4.35. That is 37.655. 1 times 14 times 12 over 2.54. That is 66.142. And zero point 0.8 times 7 times 12 divided 2.54. That is 26.457. So, ito po yung mag-govern. Okay? So, weak axis govern tayo. So, KL over R is equal sa 66.142. Okay? First step to. So, second step, calculate natin yung FE is equals to pi squared E over KL over R squared. So, that is pi squared 29,000 KSI over 66.142. So, pi squared 29,000 divided by 66.142 squared. That is 65.425 KSI. Okay. And then comparing our KL over R, that is 66.142 with our 4.71 square root of E over Fy. So Fy natin is 50. So this is 113.432. So less than tayo. So gagawin natin equation is for the inelastic. FCR is equals to 0.658 Fy over Fe multiplied by Fy. So 0.658, that is 50 divided by yung 65.425 multiplied by 50. So FCR 0.658, 50 divided 65.425 times 50. That is 36.312 KSI. Okay. Then for number 4, VPN na tayo. That is 0.9 FCR AG. So, hindi ko din nakuha yung AG, pero AG is 14.4. So, 0.9 times 36.312 KSI times 14.4 inches squared. PPN 0.9 36.312 times 14.4. That is 470.604 kips. Okay? Which is, I don't know, ayan. Kaya doon sa table, naging 471 yung value niya. Okay? So, sabihin, na-verify natin na yung yung value na nakalagay doon sa table is the same sa nakakalculate natin once na ginamit natin yung method 1 na analysis equation. Okay? So, to conclude this one, kunin din natin yung efficiency natin. So, we have, yung applied loading natin is 440 divided by 470.604 times 100 times 100. So, we have an efficiency of 93.497%. Okay, so therefore, use W10 by 14. Okay, question po for the first example. Are we okay with the example? Any reaction?
Sir,
Yes, yes.
kapag po yung mag-govern kunwari ay hindi saktong 14 po.
We need to interpolate. No? Halimbawa, yung nangyari dito, yung ating KLX and KLY, halimbawa, govern sa KLX. Let's say 12 lang yung KLY. So, ang gagawin, interpolation tayo. Or sa pag-select sa doon sa 4-1, doon sa simula pa lang, ang pipiliin natin, syempre, ang capacity is yung mas mataas, ano? So, dapat mas maliit na KL value yung gagawin natin. Halimbawa, 13.65. Yun yung halimbawa na govern. Kung magsaselect tayo ng trial section, ang titingnan mo sa table sa 4-1 ay 13 para mas mataas na capacity yung makuha natin. Pero yung next example natin, ganun yung case. Kaya papakita din natin. Okay? Other concern? Sige. So let's have the second one. So for the second example, we have the given condition, lightest W-shaped column pa din. So this is a PU, given na yung factor load natin na 650. And ito yung configuration natin ngayon. So ngayon, for the strong axis, we have a pin-pin connection. And for the weak axis, dalawang segment na pin-pin din. So, kung pin-pin sila lahat, ano ang k-value natin? Pin-pin is 1.0. Okay? So, for the first step, para sa analysis, so P natin is 650. So, that's okay. Number two is yung KLX and KLY natin. So, that is 1 times 32 feet. Okay? And then, KLY, so the same naman siya. So, that is 1 times 16. Okay? So dito, magbe-base pa din tayo sa KLY muna sa pag-select ng apat na section natin, ano? So using PU na 650 tips and KLY na 16 feet. Okay, so we have W14, W12, W10, and W8. Okay. Okay. So start tayo sa W14. Ayun, 16 naman yung ating ano, no? So sa 16, ito yon. And then, kailangan natin is at least 650. 577, 630, 697. Okay. So ito yan, ano? So 697, so W14 by 82. And then, yung capacity natin, VPN, saka RX over R1. That is 697 kips. And then 2.40. Okay. Then for W12, 16. So dito 499, so hindi kaya. 16, 640 kulang. And then so na ay 709 ang kasunod. So W16 by 72. W12 by 72 rather. And that is 709. RXRYI 1.75. Then for W10, so sa 16, 471 to. So hindi na kayang lighter section. So 530, 599, 686. So dito tayo. W10 by 77. May capacity na 686. And then, RXRY na 1.73. Then when last, W8. So sa W8, 16. So 487 tong dulo. Tapos, wala na siyang kasunod na W8. So kung wala ng section, wala nang ibang W8 na available, it means na wala pong pwedeng W8. Huwag nyo na ipilit, ano? So, sabihin, tatlo lang yung trial section natin. Okay? Ayan. So, ito yung mga na-select natin section, ano? So, wala tayong W8. And then, comparing our values, so yung KLX natin, ngayon, is greater than dun sa KLY natin. Okay? And anong sabi dun sa step pag ganun yung naging case? Verify yung capacity based on the larger of KLY and KL effective. No? Then select the lightest one from the group of trial sections that were found to be valid. Okay? So, kailangan lang natin i-check, ano? O, i-check natin, verify natin isa-isa na lang para makita natin kung paano yung elimination. Or, pwede naman magsimula doon sa lightest section and then moving forward doon sa ano. Okay? Sige. Lightest muna tayo. So, alin ang una? The first one will be yung W12 by 72 kasi siya yung lightest. Ano? So, sige. Tile section natin is W12 by 72, 709, 1.7. 1.75. Okay? So, for KLX, we have 32 feet. LY, we have 16. Okay, so to calculate KL effective, that is KL X over RX over RY. Kaya kinukuha ko yung RX over RY. And then substitute. So that is 32 feet over RX over RY. That is 1.75. So that is 18.286 feet. Okay. So comparing KL effective with KLY, mas greater than siya. Ano? Therefore, we need to get the actual capacity based sa KL effective na value, which is 18.286. So, sa table natin for dash 1, wala pong eksaktong 18.286. So, ang gagawin natin, mag-interpolate tayo. So, kukunin natin yung KL, saka yung corresponding value na VPN. Okay? So, between 18, so kailangan natin is 17 tsaka 19. Ano? So, 17 tsaka 19. Tapos, andito sa gitna yung 18.286. So, looking at the table, W10 by 72, 12 by 72 pala tayo. Okay? So, yung value ng 17, okay, by 72, that is 683. Tapos si 19 ay 629. Okay? So, kailangan kunin natin yung value nung x natin between that. And then, yung P yung kailangan natin i-satisfy is 650. Again, ano? So, interpolate tayo. So, ganito na lang ulit. So, that is 17 minus 18.286 over 17 minus 19 equals 683 minus x over 683 minus 629. So, x is, so you can use your ship solve if still allowable, or you can use your calculator. Ano. Kaya namang ano yan, simplify sa calc yan. 29683 minus answer. So, answer is 648.278 kips. Okay? Ito yung actual capacity niya, which is less than dun sa PU natin. Therefore, siya ay inadequate siya. Okay? Hindi siya pwede, ibig sabihin. Okay? So, next section tayo. Trial 2. Yung next section natin will be W10 by 77. Ang VPN niya is 686. Rx over Ry ay 1.73. Okay? So same KLX, KLY naman tayo. So kailangan kunin natin yung KL effective. That is KL, 32 feet, divide yung 1.73 natin. So 32 divide 1.73. That is 18.497 feet. So ganun ulit. Mas ano siya, greater than sa KLY. So kailangan kunin natin yung value ng 17, ng 18.497, saka ng 19. So, pupunta tayo ngayon ay sa W10 naman. So, for W10 by 77, yung 17 niya is 651. And then yung 19 niya is 582. Okay? Tapos, pag i-check niyo yung mismong value, nung saktong 18, 617 siya. Okay? Lagay ko nga dito sa side. 617. Okay? Ito yung nakuha nating value, no? So, kung mag-interpolate tayo, what do you think would be the value of x? Kailangan nyo pa ba mag-interpolate? So, habang tumataas kasi yung KL, again, bumababa yung value ng capacity natin. As you can see, yung 18, no, yung 18 natin, pag KL ay 18, 617 na siya. Eh, pag nag-18.497 pa siya, ibig sabihin, mas mababa siya sa 617 na value. Pag nag-interpolate tayo. Or para masatisfy lang kayo, pwede kayo mag-interpolate. Sige, mag-interpolate kayo. Pero, ako, I will no longer interpolate kasi yung makukuha nating value ng x will be less than ano, sa PU natin. Therefore, pwede agad na natin ano na, inadequate din si trial number 2. Okay? Ibig sabihin hindi pwede. Ngayon, doon tayo sa kasunod na trial. Okay? Trial number 3, which is so that, yan, W14 by 82. Okay? So, ang KL effective natin will be equal sa 32 feet divide 2.44. So 13.115. So comparing KL effective with KLY, ano yung KLY natin kanina? KLY natin is 16 feet. So ngayon nangyari, less than na si KL effective. Okay? It means si KLY na yung value. Okay? So, kung KLY yung nag-govern, it means na ang fee PN natin is 697.8 na. So, greater na siya dun sa PU natin. Therefore, adequate na siya. Okay? So, efficiency tayo. That is 650 divided by 697 times 100. 93.257%. Okay? So, therefore, use W14 by 82. Okay? Question po. Hello, dyan pa kayo? Okay. Sige. So, baka may question na halimbawa, what if kung dun sa mga selected is wala talagang pumapasa, no? So, ah kung ganun yung case, kung talagang walang pumapasa, move lang kayo ng isang, ano pa, ng isang light section pa. Ay, yung kasunod na section, ano? Pero I doubt kasi, nung selection pa lang ng VPN, tingnan na natin kung papasa siya, no? Kaya, more or less, doon sa selected yung apat, may isa doon na papasa. Pero, yes, kailangan po i-verify ng method 1, ano? Pero, since kasi, yung KLY yung lumabas, ano? So, kailangan pa din syempre, ano? Sige, pakita natin yung checking ito. Method 1, ano? So, step 5 tayo. So, kunin natin yung property ng W14 by 82. So, ang age niya is 24 inches squared. Ang kanyang RX is 6.05. RY, 2.48. Okay? So, calculate natin yung KL over R. So, X natin is Y1, Y2. Isa lang naman, ano? So, K natin is 1.0 lahat. Length, that is 32. 16, 16. R natin, that is 6.05. 2.48. 2.48. Pero again, tatimes natin ng 12 to. So, yung KL over R, 32 times 12, divide 6.05. That is 63.471. Then 16 times 12, divide 2.48. That is 77.419. Okay? So, the same lang naman to. So, mag-govern natin is yung larger. Okay? So, KL over R natin is 77.419. So, yung um, minor axis governs tayo. Okay? And then, we have yung FE, pi squared E over KL over R squared. pi squared, 29,000 KSI divided by 77.419 squared. Pi squared times 29,000 divided by 77.419 squared. We have 47.753 KSI. Okay. And then comparing KL over R with 4.71 square root of E over Fy. That is 113 point something, ano? 0.23 ata. Okay. So, that is just that. Okay. So, ang FCR natin is 0.658 Fy over Fe times Fy. That is 0.65850 divide 47.753 multiplied by 50 FCR 753 times 50, that is 32.258 PSI. So VPN is zero point 0.9 FCRAG. So 0.9 32.258 PSI multiplied by 24. VPN 32.258 times 22.24. That is 696.773 gives. Yan. Kaya siya naging 697. So, verified tayo na equal yung value niya dito. Okay? So, one way kasi ng checking, especially kapag halimbawa katulad itong case natin, halimbawa dito, ang nag-govern ay yung KL effective pa din. So, kailangan natin mag-interpolate. Tapos yung makukuha natin capacity using the interpolated value, kailangan natin i-verify dito. Okay? Kasi hindi natin makikita sa table yun. So, yes, kailangan po laging i-check for method 1. Okay? Any more question or clarification? Alright. Kung wala na, so this ends our lecture for today. So that is the first part of compression members. Right?